You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Hell no. Absolutely
Yes.
not right. Oh, right. Forgot. Episode. Welcome, my. Hold on. Welcome, my lovely connoisseurs of the culture, for I, the lovely V, aka Vitamin DGR, has returned. Hopefully. Possibly. Maybe. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you the whole, details here. I've been dealing with some tech issues and encoding OBS nonsense for the past, hour now, so bear with me on this one. Now, you're probably wondering a couple things, so I guess I'll go in a certain checklist of sorts. First off, yes, I did try to do this over an hour earlier, but I ran into some encoding issues. So as a result, I didn't get too far. Don't worry. You're not going to really see much spoiler stuff, but I'm just going to give you the skinny on what you missed. So let's start with the recap. Last episode, for my lovely connoisseurs to know, we entered the mystery dungeon, the mystery labyrinth for the first time, and discovered quite a few anomalies that's happened as a result. Namely, the fact that Halara has... hold on, let's... on thing. Laura has jumped in with us. So, for those that need a recap, we are currently going through the Nailman killings, which I'm pretty sure is obvious. And we found ourselves in the mystery dungeon for the first time first time with a new friend. Ooh, excuse me. Trying to say that with one single breath of air. Not good. But yeah, Halar was able to join us, and their power of precognition really helped. And it gave us quite a lot of information, except for one little weird issue. Apparently, when entering the mystery dungeon, the mystery labyrinth itself, Alara forgot everything, or rather, doesn't seem to know about the case. So apparently, because of Shinigami's power of coalescence, we're able to share the detective's powers, their fortes, with us, which is why we were able to utilize precognition last episode. The problem is, it seemed to have a weird effect where we're able to bring someone with us because we share that power and ability, but they don't seem to have the full information stuff. I don't know why. It's stupid, but whatever. It just is what it is. So yeah, Halar was able to help us in their own way, shape, or form, and they were supportive. Granted, they didn't give us information or anything, but they offered their whole, well, give you these kinds of tips, you can figure this out, blah blah blah. Usual standoffish Halara nature, but it works. So yeah, thanks to Halara, we were able to solve the 4 locked room mysteries, from the first one with the Mitch and all the way to the recent one with the clock tower. All 4 of them were solved, and not to toot my own horn, but I think I did pretty darn good for myself. Now, I could have done it a lot better, yes, but I think I had a good handle. Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But yeah, where we left off was that we solved the locked rooms, and now we were gonna hopefully get a little further into this mystery. My fingers crossed we'll finally be able to figure out the freaking Nailman. The problem is, and this is where we get to the tech issues, I started this episode a little earlier, so I'm gonna level with you, because as you know, I try to be fair and honest with you guys. I didn't go too far. I got to this point, and then it brought up okay, I'm stuttering. When I went downstairs, I know what's about to happen, at least for the next tutorial part. But once I get to that point, I'll let you guys know where it cut off. But essentially, what you missed between the end of last episode and here, where you guys see, is there was a cathedral scene that you guys remember we left off. Shinigami saw the chest, was like, "Ooh, we should have the meanest person open it." And then Yuma was like, "Who's the meanest?" Before I even got to finish the sentence, Shinigami kicks the thing open, and she's like, "Well, ha!" And then she does her signature laugh, which was literally the epitome of the knock knock, who's there, interrupting cow joke that is so bad that I think only dads would get a chuckle out of, really. Um, but yeah, it led us back to that creepy area with the floating dolls that I hated. We saw a cave entrance. I went through the cave. And like I said, when I get to that point, I'll let you know where it stopped. So I'm gonna be fair to you guys on that. So that way you guys are like, oh, did I miss something? Does V know everything? No, I'm being straight up. I like to keep this blind. But the last thing I have for you, before I do my usual, subscribe and all that jazz, and I kind of want to listen to some music in the background. I do it in the background. Um, this is kind of crucial. So it's important, yes, but it's not the most major thing. It's just important to me. But last episode, I did say I want to do some I want to enforce spoiler warnings, right? I didn't want to have moments where people could jump into this game and feel spoiled. Okay, so for context, last episode, I figured solving these puzzles, these mysteries, could be seen spoilery to some. So I'm trying to enforce a no spoilers allowed policy. So obviously I'm going blind on it. I'm assuming nobody's going to spoil it and ruin the experience. I'm thankful, and I hope that we can continue that trend. I'm doing it on my aspect, because from here on out, whenever I go to the mystery dungeon or labyrinth, especially if it's something as crucial as this, I'm going to throw in the description, or say like I'm talking to you viewers, there's going to be a spoiler warning. So that way, if you have an interest in this game, or you want to play this game for yourself, you don't have to have the experience ruined for you. I don't want to have that experience ruined for people, so I'm just being fair to you. But on that aspect, I trust that while I'm doing this, you viewers that are aware, or maybe have played this game or have done this yourself, won't spoil for myself or other people. We want to just have a good time and vibe and relax and figure this mystery out for ourselves, yeah? So let's like not do that, because it's kind of seen as kind of a jerk thing to do, and we don't want to do that. Come on, there's already enough problems in the world. Let's just have fun and relax, yeah? But nonetheless, that's pretty much all I got. So one last time, spoiler warning potential, and hopefully we'll get through this. And if you enjoy this video, or you like the quality, or as long as I don't have any tech and coding issues, everything goes smoothly, then I greatly appreciate your support. So why not follow me on Twitch under the handle of Vitamin DGR? Or maybe you're more trying to skip those pesky ads that Twitch keeps doing. Then of course you can subscribe to skip those pesky ads. It helps you out quite a lot, and helps me out, but I know it helps Twitch more, so I know you probably don't want to deal with the ads anyway. But if you're on the side of YouTube, which probably some of you are watching this, then you can follow me on YouTube with the same name and handle of Vitamin DGR. If you like what you hear and see, then by all means, why not throw a little thumbs up my way, and make sure to share the video with other people. It'd be greatly appreciative, and I'm very grateful for your support. That was a winded intro.
Some dungeon?
That was my living room.
What is the meaning of this? Let
Freeze.
me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
Okay, so clearly you have some issues, lady, and that's just... Okay, let's just get rid of that anger. How about you and I go on a nice date, we'll go walk around the park, see the stars, it'll be nice. I'll kill you! Alright. Or we could just, details, we'll discuss it later.
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow!
Oh, we're all here? Oh, whoa, Shinigami just said that.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Oh, we're doing that early, huh? Alright.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
Wow, say how you really feel. Wait. You said when I first met you. So, how do you feel about me now? Well, quite frankly, and I'm just saying this in a broad spectrum, I certainly wouldn't subscribe to your videos or watch your videos. I would probably just have someone else do it for me. Wait, you're referring to Yuma, right? Are you referring to me? No comment.
You sure are honest.
Don't side with them.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective.
Oh, well, you can say some nice things. Thanks.
Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
Or a possible.
All right, I'll try.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. Alright, I guess it's time to figure out the nail man. And wait for it.
I'm not the nail man.
Here. Oh, of course. Every time. Dude, I can't believe it. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, alright, so this is where I left off before I had tech issues. And it's funny because as I just said that, I literally got a notice from OBS saying encoding overloaded. It better not be. I've been fiddling with this thing for an hour. So like I said, I did this an hour. I tried to do this an hour earlier. Then it messed up. And I've been figuring it out, going through several different websites and forums. Please don't do this again, OBS. I'm trying here. Then again, if it's Twitch's servers, then I don't know. But it's still, no, it can't be Twitch. It has to be OBS because the quality's bugging. But nonetheless, viewers, this is the point where I left off. Like, wholeheartedly. I've been trying to figure this out for a long time, and it's been bugging something fierce. And what unfortunately it doesn't do again, but I'm just going to tell you right now, is at this moment, it does a tutorial where it's like, all right, master, time to figure out who the murderer is. It's basically just saying, select who it is and press A, that whole jazz. So yeah, but basically you're now officially caught up. I will say this, I don't plan on this episode being too long, hopefully. Only because I do have a prior engagement. I have to apologize. I was going to do this at a different point in time, but dates have been a little iffy lately. But yeah, I'm just saying that right now. But let's get back to the focus of the game. We need to figure out who the Nailman is. We got 4 different suspects. We got the, I really hope it's not you, but we got the nun.
I'm not the culprit.
I expect it to be you, but I'll discuss that later. But it's the priest.
I'm not the nail man.
You got the servant that I really hope is not you.
How can I be the nail man?
And we got the worshiper. Alright, so I think it's time to discuss this. Get people up to brass tacks this. I think it'd be best to talk about each reason why they may or may not be, and just go from, like, I guess, right to left, since I'm already on the worshiper. Alright, so here's my thoughts, and I'm being as genuine as I can. And viewers, especially those who've been watching my episodes, you're probably going to be hearing more or less the same thoughts I have. So, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Hopefully we'll figure that out together. But I'm just going to say right now, starting with the worshiper. It could be the worshiper. He's the first one all the time. He pops up. He's the first one on the scene. That's what I mean. He's absolutely a fanatic about the occult. He sees the whole Nailman thing as like, I'm pretty sure he's basically like, he's sweating for this guy and all the wrong reasons. Like, I swear this dude like likes him. Like maybe a little too much, or maybe likes himself. But it really is eerie that every single crime scene with the Nailman, he's always there. It feels a little suspect, don't you think? Like, it's kind of like whatever. So yeah, it makes sense that it could be the worshiper, but there are 2 reasons why I don't think it. One, going back to what I was discussing, I think the guy is just a lunatic. Like, real talk. I think the guy is just, he basically gets bricked every time the Nailman is talked about. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh man, I freaking love the Nailman. I have the Nailman action figure, Nailman shirt. Heck, I'm even wearing, like, official Nailman underwear. Like, I feel like he's just an absolute goon for the guy. But at the same time, the other less jokey, more serious bit is, we found out from last episode, actually a couple episodes ago, according to the clergy, the servant dude, that they had a furnace that they were burning some of the materials and stuff used for the killings, like that rope bridge ladder thingy. And according to the servant and information that we confirmed, the only people that have access to that, like, what is it, the furnace, are members of the clergy. This guy is at the church often. Like, he's devout, I guess, but he doesn't really work for the church, so he doesn't really have, like, access to the furnace. And of course, that leads to the thought of maybe he could have stolen the key, but feels like that's a bit extra. Like, yeah, I think he's just crazy, honestly, so I don't think it's him at all.
I'm not the nail man.
And if I didn't think it's him, I definitely don't think it's the servant. But let's think again about the reasons why it could be. He does work for the church. True. I mean, that's kind of the only thing I could think of on why it could be him. I mean, yeah, one could say that maybe he's acting all derpy and goofy because he's, like, hiding it so that way, you know, he goes under the radar. But, I don't know, it seems kind of cute. Like, I can't really think of his personality being like, oh, he's, like, doing 4D chess while the rest of us are doing, I don't know, go fish. Like, I don't think he's that kind of a genius. And, again, I'm doing the jokey reasons first, but all jokes aside, there was the mansion locker room, right? Last episode, we solved it, and it talked about someone slipping through the vent, right? Or at least I'm pretty sure it was. I highly doubt this dude is able to do it. Unless he's wearing a fat suit. I'm not trying to body shame. Like, there's no way this dude can, like, slip through. No pun intended. Like, he's able to, like, slip through the vent. I was about to say slip through, like, the cracks. Then I realized I'm making a weight joke. Like, he's too large for it. So, I don't think it's possible it's him. If it is, I'd be hard shocked. He, of the 4 characters, is the one I think the least suspicious. But to be fair, that's mostly because I just kind of like his personality.
I'm not the culprit.
I've been thinking it was this dude for episodes. I've said it before. I said it last episode. I think I said it when I first said him. Like, no, I don't think I actually have. I think ever since I saw this dude, I've been suspicious of this cat. I think this dude's evil. Like, first off, he closes his eyes, and yet he's still able to see. That means he's 100% evil. That means that he doesn't even open his eyes barely at all. Like, he's the type of person I know he keeps his eyes closed, and he's probably like, oh, I can sense things. But we all know he can't. He probably closes his eyes when he does other things like driving or doing laundry. So whenever there's like accidents and stuff, we're all like, how did you survive? And he's like, because of course, my child, I let Jesus take the wheel. Well, that's a fact. Like, he's evil. Think about all the anime characters that have closed eyes. Brock, he lusts after all those girls. Gin from Bleach, I'm not gonna say two shakes about it. Like, he's purely bad. Okay, that's a bit, yes. But let's get my suspicions aside, because I'm being more emotional and less logical. But emotional is really kind of having an effect on me. He is a member of the clergy, so he does have access to the furnace. Check. He's definitely not as large as the servant. He seems kind of thin. Well, maybe. I don't know if the clothes are like hiding it, but he's at least thinner than the servant, so he could slip through the vent. Check. He's probably smart with that haircut. Like, you can't have that hairstyle and not be smart. So that's a fact, because you got to be aware of having that hairstyle. So that's a check. I think the biggest thing that gets me, though, is when we first met with the priest, he was saying something. I don't know at the tip of my tongue, but wasn't he saying something along the lines of, like, people are, like, revering the nail man? Like, he's doing all this stuff, and a lot of people are, like, thanking him for it. It kind of makes me... I've seen this kind of thing in, like, anime and games and media and all sorts of other media, but it's usually, like... What's the expression? Like, doing the wrong things for the quote-unquote right reasons. So, like, for example, Thanos in Infinity War, which, honestly, I feel like everyone has seen it, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. But I shouldn't have to worry about a spoiler. If so, I apologize, but I have to let this bit slide. Thanos wanted to eliminate half the population, right? He had good intention, I guess. It was just the wrong way about doing it. My thought is, if he's the nail man, he's probably trying to do this because the Lord ordained it or some nonsense. Like, he's probably thinking like he's doing the Lord's work or something. I don't know. All I know is he's the one I'm most suspicious on, but I can't just rule him out yet. To be fair, he could just be just shady-ish. I don't know. I don't really know if I trust a priest with, like, lines on your face like that. That feels like it's like a skin issue. You should go get that checked out.
I'm not the nail man.
And if I'm being wordy, I guess we should finalize with the nun. Like, I can't just out you, like, count you out too. I mean, I really hope you're not, because you're cute. But let's be honest, putting the emotions aside, let's do the checklist. A, she works for the clergy, so that means she has access to the furnace. Check. B, she's clearly fierce enough, so double check. C, she literally said, as we first started this, I'll kill you in the name of God. So clearly she's got some issues, so that's a check. And 3, or 4, she's thin. She's probably the thinnest, so she can probably slip through those vents, no worries. I'd imagine, so that's a fourth check for me. But and even if I wanted to go like a fifth measure, she might have gotten her arm. I don't remember when she got her arm injured, but she could have got that hurt from like during a nailman killing. Maybe she was like fighting someone and she ended up getting it hurt and stuff. So that might be a thing that was like responsible. So that's a possibility. But I only really have 2 reasons why I don't think it's her. The third reason, if I had to say there was a third reason, is because she's hot and I don't want another Melanie. No tears, V. Okay. The first reason I have to say is she doesn't really give the vibe of her being smart enough to come up with, like, for example, the wire no, not just the wire plan, but like the whole like the tossing of the key back in the was it the mansion? Yeah. Or the art gallery with the painting tip over thing and nailing it. Like, it doesn't really feel like... It feels like it needs to be something that somebody smart has to come up with. And I'm not trying to say ill, but the nun doesn't really give me, I'm a brainiac, I plan this, I do this for a living kind of vibes. She kind of gives me like, she's just straightforward. And that leads to the second reason. She gives me Aphex vibes. Aphex from the first chapter, aka Prologue 0. Like, she gives me a vibe of being the type of person that's like, go for it, get it, gone. Like, she's just straightforward like a locomotive or a train, just going to the destination, no curves, no detours, she just guns for it, right? Similar to how Aphex was back in chapter 0. So, because of that, I don't feel like she'd come up with like the string wire plan like we did back in the second one, where we had to like put the wire through the vent, through the doll's eyes, through the body to lift it up. Like that feels way above her pay grade. So it doesn't really feel it. Like if it is, I'd be surprised. But all things considered, I think I'll just stick with my gut.
I'm not the culprit.
I really think it's him, because it feels too obvious for the worshiper. I don't think the servant is likely because of his large stature, and yes, I'll be biased. The nun's cute, so I really think it's him because he doesn't open his eyes. I'm dead set on that. But I already said this kind of thing before. I just want to share that in case anybody thought I had like a change of heart. So hopefully I'm right on this. I'm gonna choose the priest.
The culprit is you, Father.
Was that right? I don't know if that was right or not. I hope I was right. Also, just to say this right now before I go further, because I don't know what's gonna happen next. Those tech issues I mentioned, I keep seeing that notice pop up. I'm gonna try my best. I know this episode's probably not gonna be that long, but if there's any stuttering issues, I humbly apologize. I'm trying my best. I really am. So frustrated by this. You have no idea.
What? That's an absolutely...
Hell? Ah, no, not you again. Go away, Seth. I don't want to deal with you. Ugh.
Ridiculous thing to say.
I mean, that is cool, but still creepy. But you're like a freaking cockroach. Go away.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
I do notice that the message for my overload encoding seems to pop up whenever there's a lot of things happening on screen, so I'm gonna try and turn that down. Can I turn it down during a... I don't think I can. I think I'm stuck to... have to accept my losses here. We'll try it.
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit?
Yep.
That's impossible. How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations.
I mean, I kind of had some good reasons for it.
The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted. No, I'm not falling for this trap again, Shinigami. No. Wait, so I made a right call then? What? You're one of those mystery demon things too? Wait, does that mean I gotta deal with both of you losers? Frick. It's that the death battle thingy. The one where I gotta like use the sword. Oh man, I gotta fight both of them. So annoying. Alright, fine. How do I fight them both? What are those things?
I'm a man of the cloth.
Wait, hold on. Just slow down, alright? Just let me get my bearings, alright? I don't know how I'm gonna like fight both you clowns. And I keep seeing this encoding message pop up. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I don't need this, OBS, please. Every other episode so far, at least I think, has been like really good. Why does it gotta do it now? Anywho, what do we got? Only clergy members have access to the incinerator. Vent is too small for a person to enter or exit from. There's evidence that a string or something similar scraped against the gap in it. Well, as usual, I'm just gonna like let it rock and then just see what happens. I'll just go with this for now. Too slow.
It's total blasphemy.
Double blasphemy. Okay. Not the mailman.
That's it.
Oh, I'm not fighting both of them? Oh. Go.
The mailman is the worshiper.
The man is the worshiper?
Say,
I'm trying to remember. The mailman was the worshiper. What was the other things? The mailman isn't the worshiper. It's the priest. Oh, excuse me.
So the nail man isn't the worshiper. It's the priest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Just to find a way to prove it. What are the words again? Sorry, I gotta like pay attention.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Freaking coding thing is pissing me off. Doubting me like this.
It's total blasphemy.
Total blasphemy.
I am not the nail man.
The nail man.
That's it.
Oh, that's not total blasphemy.
The first one to discover the bodies.
First one to discover the
The
bodies.
mailman is the worshiper.
The nail man is the worshiper. Okay, nail man is the worshiper. Total blasphemy. Oh, it's just those two.
Say,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Got it. Give me my keys again. Only clergy members have access to. Oh, it's this. Oh, it gave it to me. Oh, wow, that was way more easy than I realized. Oh, so it's gotta be the worshiper one, not the blasphemy. Oh, man of cloth. Yeah, I forgot that was one. For some reason, I thought it was only two.
It's total
All right, fast
blasphemy.
forward. Ah, frick! Wrong button.
Not the nail.
Press the wrong button. I thought it was. Whatever.
The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman
What's this
is
do
the
again?
worshiper.
Weird thingy. There we go.
The truth.
Freaking press the wrong button. I hope I am not gonna regret not using, not saving that.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier.
The worshiper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member,
I wouldn't say regular though.
so he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up!
Not really proving the case there. But it's interesting. So I'm not really fighting both of them. Like, my thought process was like I was gonna have to fight and dodge every single attack possible. What's the face? Seth is kind of just like shouting out BS just to like piss me off. I'm really honestly just fighting the priest, and Seth's just basically like the Diddy Kong to Donkey Kong. Burt Rope remains. Wait. Hold on.
The member of the church is the culprit?
What do you say? Whatever. Burn remains of a strangely shaped rope found in the church incinerator. There are signs of strangulation and vertical scratch marks on the victim's neck. Only someone with a slender build could have used the nails as footing or escape from the vent. Okay. Well, as usual, let's just see what he says and see what we got.
Even so, I am not the culprit.
Jump.
There are others working for the church.
Others working for the church. Okay. Gotta remember that.
Yes,
There are others working
there's
for the church.
servant. The servant must be the nailman.
Servant must be the nailman.
The
that's
servant
not
was
right.
able to commit the crimes.
Servant was able to commit the crimes. Okay, that was one.
To be eliminated as a suspect. He pretended to discover a rope ladder.
Pretend to discover a rope ladder? You pretend to discover a rope ladder?
right.
There are other staff besides the priest, though. Looks like he plans to have the servant take the fall now. What a loser.
But
Totally. But the servant isn't the nailman. It was impossible for him to commit one of the crimes. So he's going for the nailman? Well, it's the rope ladder thing, right?
We'll focus on proving that next. Let's take a look at the solution keys and think it through.
Plan to. There's some strangely rope church incinerator. But how would that equate other things? It was... Frick, I just literally forgot the red ones. I don't remember. Damn it. Okay. I'll just keep it on Burt Rope Remains for now.
A member of the church is the culprit.
Another church is called... Okay. I'm only going to say the ones that are red.
There are others working for the church.
There are others working for the church. I don't think that's relevant. Yes,
The
there's a
servant
servant.
must be the nailman.
Servant must be... Oh,
The
okay.
servant was able to commit the crimes.
Oh, no! I pressed the wrong... I had the wrong key.
Say,
The servant might be a clergy member, but he's not the nailman, is he?
Oh, no. I just figured it out. It's the thin guy. The thin one at the end.
Come to think of it, what was the servant like again? I don't remember.
speaking
The
of
servant has a
which,
large build, and he certainly seems strong. But being big isn't always an advantage. The creation of the lock room had something to do with that. Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. I forgot to switch the key. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing... Oh, clearly, viewers know. It's this. It's the... Whatever that he says about the servant, that red one. I forgot exactly the words. Well, that's gonna suck for my score. And... And what's worse is that I know, but I'm still making the mistakes. It's not you.
Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
Slash through this mystery.
Ah, that's what I wanted. I hope viewers understand. And viewers like, yeah, Humpy, nice try.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
It's literally saying the reasons why I think it's the priest. I love it.
No, no! Absolute lies!
Gotta pay attention to the keys I use. Non-public information, fishing line, lock room, floor plan of the study. Alright, let me read. Let me read. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should be better. Yeah, I should read. Victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized. Fishing line was used in lock rooms. Mystery of the mansion study. Whatever. The keys placement implies whatever. The keys. I shouldn't skip over it. The keys placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms could have fished in this room. The mansion's floor plan, the photo, the locker room mystery, both received from Alara. Oh yeah, the Doritos and the Henry Stickmin joke I got. Well, whatever. Stick with what I got and see what you got.
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church.
Oh, is he going for the nun? Whoa, nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
She's afraid of heights.
And she's afraid of heights.
She used the nails to climb.
Nails to climb.
And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Oh, that's not right.
It's clear she's the ruthless sort.
Here she's the ruthless sort. There's a lot.
Nailman has to be a member of the clergy and thin. That's all. Doesn't the nun also fit the bill?
But
She's not the nailman though. I can prove it.
The nun must be the culprit.
Okay. But how?
She's thin and also works
Yeah, I
at the
know
church.
she's thin.
The
What?
nun was
I
absolutely
didn't
able
jump.
to commit the
Ugh.
crimes.
The nun was actually able to commit the crimes.
It's not like she's afraid of heights.
Scared of heights.
She used the nails to climb.
Wait, what are my keys again? The victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized. Fishing line was used in the locker room mystery of the mansion study. The keys placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms could have fashioned this room. Floor plan and the photo of the... Wait. Keys placement implies that only someone with full use of their... Ah, frick! It's this one! With full use of their arms? Wasn't the nun has to cast! Ah, damn it. And you know what? I just figured it out. The nun, it was the one that I just missed. Okay, well, I got the right key.
And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Can't do a good impression, either.
It's clear she's the ruthless sort.
It's that one. It's the nun one. Ugh, man! I'm making careless mistakes! Oh, yeah. I know which one it is.
What?
I just gotta... And I have the key on, right? Just making sure. Okay, just making sure.
The nun must be the culprit.
Yeah.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
There we go.
this is the truth.
I hope slashing those pink things helps with the score and makes up for my my blunders. Probably doesn't.
In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that.
Wait,
which
that was
means she's not the culprit.
Wait, that was her dominant hand? I thought she was left-handed. I didn't know that. Did it say that that was her dominant hand? I actually don't remember. Wow. I don't know. Whatever. You do you, Yuma. Totally didn't think of that cast thing. Damn it. Oh, man, I hate that I figured it out so late and I messed up. Actually, no. My biggest mess up was, like, having the wrong key and pressing X. Pulling the
It's
buttons.
not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left.
Yes, I agree. Ghosts did it. Mystery solved.
Father, it's you. You are the nail man.
Yeah, what you gotta say now, buddy?
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
He looks hurt too. I bet you my what's his face is like, I got nothing, man. I'm sorry. He's got logic, man. You're on your own. Probably
Well,
like. He actually is. Holy freaking crap. So Seth literally is like, wow. Oh, actually, he'd be more.
Didn't see that coming. Yeah, he's kind of got you pegged, man. Yeah, you're on your own. Later, Chief.
Ah, you're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
What's going on? Whoa!
I
Oh.
am not the nail man.
Hey, don't you know bigger isn't always better, man? You need to calm down. Wow, he's huge.
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy.
All right, let's just calm down, man. Like, clearly you're getting a little emotional, you're getting a little wired up. Let's just take it easy, because clearly you're acting like you got a few screws loose. Or screws in, I guess. Let's just calm down, relax. Just have some tea. You're gonna go to jail, and then everyone's gonna be happy, alright? So we're all good with that aspect. Seriously.
You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
hard evidence?
What evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy!
I do?
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is...
Wait, do I actually have evidence?
I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think I have evidence. Wait, do I have evidence? Oh, I'm trying to think. No, I don't honestly think I do. Oh, then what the frick?
What?
Don't look at me like that. You're in the same boat as I am.
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
What do you mean?
In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Did you just make a hype joke?
Yes, I did. But you still must get them to confess.
I have to bluff?
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage.
Actually, yeah, didn't Halara say something about that earlier? Whatever it takes to achieve the truth or something like that?
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff. In other words,
Oh, I
should
gotta
just
lie?
claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Supposed to get him? Well, I'm supposed to get him to, like, slip up? But I need to lie to get him to slip up, I guess? Trying to think. I don't know what I can do. Well, oh, it's another death battle? Okay, so then it'll hopefully tell me. After this encoding thing goes away. Come on, game. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm also doing that because I wanted my freaking game to calm down. Stupid encoding thing is such a pain. Anyhow, okay, let's see what we got here. Clock Tower murder case report. Report concerning... I'm going to read it this time, like, properly, because I realize I'm kind of goofing off. Clock Tower murder case report. A report concerning the Clock Tower murder case. Suspicious footprints. There were suspicious footprints facing the wall in the grassy area behind the clock tower, apparently made by dress shoes, though nothing further could be determined. Past Nailman murders. The information was obtained from the church worshipper who knew about the past Nailman murders. Oh, actually, that might bring on things. Arc Alley storage, nail and painting. A nail is driven to the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. That could be relevant. I don't have it selected, but let's see what he got.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say.
Oh, I got hit multiple times.
Nothing
Whoa!
but a fantasy.
Nothing but a fantasy. I got hit multiple times.
That I am culprit. Did you find my fingerprints?
Find my fingerprints.
Did you find my blood?
Find my blood.
Of course there's no evidence.
Of course, there's no evidence. Whoa.
Because I'm not the culprit.
I couldn't jump.
That's true.
hate it. It doesn't let me jump when I dart to the side like that. It gives me like a very short window. I guess we don't have any hard evidence that proves the priest is the culprit, but...
Yeah, that's right.
Just like Alara said, use whatever you have. Love if you have to.
Well, okay, so what was it? It was like, do you have my fingerprints? Do you have my blood? There's no evidence? What are my keys again? Nail and painting. Nails driven to the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. Information was obtained from the church worshipper who knew about the past Nailman murders. There were suspicious footprints facing the wall in the grassy area behind the clock tower. Apparently made by dress shoes, though nothing... Wait, dress shoes? Is the priest wearing dress shoes? That feels like something you wear at church. Actually, yeah, that is something you wear at church. It might be that. Oh, that might be evidence. I'll go with that. I'm gonna try it.
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you
I
say
hit this multiple times.
is nothing but a fantasy!
Ooh, close.
Do you have any proof?
Have any proof?
Did you find my fingerprints?
My fingerprints.
Did you find my blood?
Not my blood.
Of course there's no evidence.
I think it's this. Yes! Oh, I see. I'm gonna lie about the footprint, huh? I just figured it out.
Clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene.
I see what we're gonna do. We're gonna lie and say he's got it, huh?
There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
Up. Caught you slipping.
You gave yourself away.
Dude, freaking nailed it. No pun intended. Oh, God. Oh, man, that made me cringe already. Hell yeah! Woo! What? Lost? Yeah, it sucks to suck.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
I'm surprised. I mean, I didn't think we could bluff, but hell yeah. Once they started talking about it and I figured out that footprints thing, I was like, I see. We're gonna get him slipping. Smart.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Way to go, us.
Kanai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm others. That's why the people asked the Nailmen to kill them. Evil.
Oh,
must
so I was
be
right.
punished. And so, I strangled them. Made them suffer.
First off, like total TMI, dude. That's a bit much. Technically, freaking called it, man. I knew it. Well, I mean, he's like, oh, it's for the name of the Lord or some nonsense. Well, okay, maybe I wasn't 100% right, but even still, though, I was on the right track. Y'all know, like I was right-ish. It's good enough for me.
All I did was slay evil.
See, I wouldn't have thought you were innocent if only you open your eyes. See? Let that be a lesson, viewers. As long as you have your eyes open, you're not evil. This stuff. It's a dumb thing. Come on, me. We're gonna have his soul and stuff. We're done. Well, that was a little shorter than I thought. Well, actually, 40 minutes. Yeah, actually, it was a little shorter than I
Someone
thought.
hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
All for the sake of the Lord.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead.
What an absolute jerk. My kind of guy. Sorry, Yuma. I found someone new to like.
Like, it's like every time I think about Shinigami, like she says those things, I just,
What is awesome?
oh, forget it. I was gonna make a joke about like Shinigami being like, oh well, haha, I'm going for it, and then I realized Shinigami makes the jokes. I feel like I've done that enough. Every time I make a joke about Shinigami being twisted, Shinigami's like,
Man, V, you're being too vanilla. You're being too light. I could be way worse.
can't make any jokes.
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons.
I feel like this is a circumstance where Halara would say something about, like, the priest was doing it because the end justifies the means. And then Yuma would say something dramatic like, but to what end was it worth the means, you know? Like, I'm not saying anything ill about, what is it, how you say it? Vigilantism? Vigilantism? Being a vigilante, I don't know the proper, like, term for it is. Because I do understand that sometimes people do take the law into their own hands. But is that morally acceptable, right? Like, at what point is it too, like, clearly not Nailman, this freaking dude strangling people, like the fat guy strangler from Family Guy, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, obviously what he did was totally not kosher. But in a very weird way, I'm not saying I vibe with it. I'm not saying I agree with him one bit. I'm just saying, I do kind of understand that whole, well, if the law isn't going to do anything about it, I got to do something myself. So, it kind of actually does go with the whole thing I said about doing it for the Lord and the whole Thanos thing. Like, he had good, quote-unquote, intent, but totally went about it the wrong way. I didn't realize I'd be going full circle with myself. Damn, that's actually really deep of me. Okay.
Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
They weren't high, but they weren't wrong.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, wait, we're still here? Where's the door?
Yeah.
Where's the exit?
The soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Wait, what? But the priest just outed himself. It was him. He literally said he was strangling people. But was I wrong?
It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
There is?
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Nah, dude, I'm totally on you with it. I'm totally feeling you on this one. I'm saying the same thing. What are the mysteries left? We did it. We outed him. I'm trying to get into Yuma. Like, we caught him in the lie. He admitted it. He said the whole, like, oh, but I burned the shoes. Oh, I had to choke the life out of them because it was for the sake of the Lord or whatever. Like, he did. What else? Is there another mystery that we missed? We did the locked rooms, found the murder. That's it. That's really it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
What?
Someone else's agenda?
What does that mean?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
There's another person? Wait, was there two people? Freaking Seth. Oh, think about it. It'd be the perfect thing. Wow, that's so just registered with me. Of course it had to be two people. Like, think about this. Here's my mentality, right? The Nailman is the priest. He's going around killing people. Blah, blah, blah. But think about it like this. What if that Seth dude was working for it? Hello, Former. Welcome to my brief Mass Detective stream. But think about it like this, viewers. What if Seth was doing this as well because he was saying the whole, like, well, I guess we can just wrap this case up and get it done. Like, it's a perfect thing. Here's the scenario that's playing in my head, right? So, the priest goes around, like, doing his business, whatever, right? And then it turns out that people are panicked and freaking out and everything. Or unless you're, like, twisted and you get, like, super, like, excited, like the blue-haired dude, whatever his name is, the worshiper guy. But either way, it's causing some sort of, like, civil unrest and, like, disorder and stuff. And then who's gonna be the ones that keep people in check and, like, renew faith that everything's gonna be fine? If it's not just the priest, it's gonna be the freaking law enforcement, specifically Seth and them. And it makes sense too, because of course they're gonna be like, those people are gonna be panicked, and then Seth and his goons are like, it's okay, we have everything under control. And then the people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what, we can rely on the Kanai Ward police people. I didn't even think about that.
You mean there's another culprit? But...
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end.
I was really hoping Halara would just like come up and be like, snap out of it. Now's not the time to panic. Now's the time for action.
No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
Huh.
All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
Like, I bet Halara's gonna be like, who would benefit the most? And it'd be freaking the police dudes. I mean, end all be all, we all knew that Kanai Ward sucks. But Amaterasu super sucks.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret,
Oh, I gotta choose them? Out of the 4 locked rooms, I don't hide a mysterious
it
secret.
would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
There one? Art gallery, the mansion, the casino, and the clock tower. Was there something different?
Different.
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
See, I'm conflicted. I'm not gonna ask for your help. But you keep doing that cutesy little dance and it's eye-catching, and I'm not trying to be that. I'm trying to focus on a murder mystery right now. I don't want your damn help.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that.
I don't want your help. You just cut me with the freaking scythe and take off my head again.
Okay, Master, lay it up.
Oh no, not the stupid barrel minigame. I hate that minigame. No, I don't want to do the barrel one. I freaking hate the barrel minigame. Can I not? Halara, you wanna go see Shinigami in a swimsuit? I'll give you permission. You probably are interested in that. Just, can you do the barrel minigame for me? I don't want to do it.
Not a bad deduction, but there's still more to be solved. Uni's up now.
Did they know? Also, former, welcome. If I hadn't said it before, apologize you jumped in at a very interesting time here. And I apologize if I have any stream quality issues. That's a bit of an ordeal.
Good luck.
Right on, Master Trainee. Halara will recognize your skills one of these days.
Yeah, I bet they will. I don't want to do this. I hate this. Well, so which one should I just go? All of them? Well, okay, let's think. Of these 4, which one was different? Alright, then might as well check that. Actually, you know what I should do? Should save. Be a smart idea. I'll do this one. Former says, I would have been here earlier, but for some reason I didn't get a notification. I don't know why that is. So, I don't understand what's going on with Twitch. There's been something bugging happening where I stream like, well, okay, so today's a different day because I'm trying to do this earlier because I have a prior engagement. But yesterday, for example, and the couple days before, I stream normally, like I stream routinely, and I usually try to stick to that schedule. But for whatever reason, this doesn't really affect you, YouTube. YouTube, you're gonna get this fine unless, you know, YouTube crashes. But Twitch, talk to me. What's going on? I'm doing this, and this is for those who have the notifications, all fine, but you should still get the notifications. People should still know. I really don't understand what's going on. I've not done anything different because I'm too scared to mess up a setting or something. I've been trying to do this just as fine as normal, and I know last week everything was going all kosher. I don't know why a couple days ago it's been funny. So I don't know if it's maybe I'm just doing it on the wrong time. Is it because I'm doing it early? I have no clue. Like, I've been trying to figure this out for a while. Like, I've been just, I don't know, like, Tech and I just been something. It at least would help if it's something that I know I have a factor in, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm ranting, YouTube. I know this doesn't really affect you. YouTube, you're completely good, but I'm really trying. I don't quite understand it, but, story information. Wait. Urge, Schema District, arrive in the clock tower, no. Hey, no. Over to set the Peacekeepers, no. Peacekeeper left, no. Post cognition, no. Crime scenes, no. 3 hours passed, no. Lara, no. Lara entered with him into the mystery labyrinth, seemingly due to Yuma's usage of his coalescence ability. I just said. Looking to solve the Nailman case, Yuma and Halara proceeded through the mystery labyrinth. Well, that's not useful. Okay, that's gotta be the keys. What's different between the spots? I actually don't know. I mean, I could just go through each of them and play the dumb game. I'd rather not if I don't have to. Clock Tower had footprints, and the guy was talking about fear of heights. Kind of really all I got. See. Strangulation and vertical scratch marks on his neck. Self-inflicted resist. Room key inside the glass encounter. Security's tight. Only one master key. Whatever. First one was the only one that had vents that people climbed in. Because the clock tower had a window. Second area, the vents were too small. And the third one also had a vent that was too small too, right? So, it could be that. Evidence. Oh, we're in the mansion. Evidence left in the study. Nails in the lower body. Yeah, that was a weird trick. Left in the study of the mansion where the victims found. The victim's neck had signs of being strangled with a rope and wounds, likely caused by resisting. They should have thinner rope marks. Yeah, what I just described about the other vent. Vent is too small for a person to enter or exit from. It's screwed shut from the inside, making it impossible to remove. Case found in evidence study. Yeah, the weird cut on the eyes. The Doritos paper with Henry Stickmin in the middle. I'm gonna forget that. Key to mansion study. No copies of the master key. The mansion was the most elaborate, so that one's different because the other ones are somewhat simple, or at least easier to do compared. Art gallery. Like the other victims, no signs of strangulation, no wounds of resisting. Also signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Wound is deep, may point to real cause of death. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. Doll nailed to the canvas. One nail is driven to the head, another into the chest. Key to the room was also nailed and nail in the chest. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. A nail is driven to the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. 2 keys can open the door to the art gallery storage. At the time the body was discovered, one of them was inside the room. The other key was in the possession of the art gallery employee and was used to open the door at the time of discovery. The vent window opens outward, but the gap is only about 5 centimeters wide. There are no suspicious traces on it, and it would be impossible to enter or exit from. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery. At the time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can. The art gallery employee claims that he was the one who unlocked the door but was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched behind as the person who opened the church opened the door. A person opened the door. He stopped at the side of the victim. Wow, that's a lot. Was it this much last time? James info? I don't remember there being that much. That person opened the door. He stopped at the side of the victim. That was when the paint can was knocked over. The person at the church who the art gallery staff member is referring to, likely the worshiper who always discovers the victims. It is. Yeah, we already figured that out. What's different between all 4? Let's think this out before I go jumping in these stupid barrel games. So the first one was the casino. What was different about that one compared to the other ones? That was the only one with a vent that people could go in, I can think of. I can't really honestly think of any other possible differences between the other ones except for that. So that's at least that one. The second one was the mansion, right? Yeah, it was the mansion. What was different about the mansion? The mansion had the most elaborate setup, so definitely needed someone smart to figure out that whole like wire string thing. So that one's definitely the most elaborate. I think that's the only thing I can think of for that one. Third one was the art gallery. The art gallery had, well, for one thing, that paint can thing was really long. So that's definitely a thing. But that one also had a small vent, so that's similar to the second one, so that's kind of similar. Can't really think of any other differences. The fourth one, well, that one is obvious. That one had the ladder, like, that one you had to go through heights. And I would never do that. So I don't think it's a clock tower. I'm ruling out the clock tower. I feel like that one's doesn't really have anything that's really stand out uniquely. So first, second, third. Well, what happens if I select one just to test it?
No, that has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Try thinking it over again.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, is it just selects? Oh, so it's not the first one. So it's the second or third one. So okay, then I actually want to figure it out. Let's think. What are the things for the second, third one again? Sorry, I'm just gonna skim it. I know somebody out there's probably already figured it out. No, it's not the club. Okay. So this one had the most elaborate scene. The third one had the paint can. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. This one's different. It's the art gallery. Because the other ones all had the strangled people. The third one was someone got like, oh gosh, I'm like messing up my words. Let me start over. I'm getting excited. The girl got hit with something. The other 3 people got choked out. So it has to be the art gallery. Yeah, it's the third one. Because she got struck to death, not strangled. Yep, it's the third one. Oh, God, I gotta freaking do this. Seeing Shinigami in a hot swimsuit isn't enough, man. Glad I got it right, but damn it. I'll probably do this and... Oh, okay. Locker room is different from the others because of the victims' 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. Oh, can you fast forward? Okay. L, D, O, A, T, H, E, S, 5 letters, 5 letters. Different. Oh, I got it.
That's right!
Death. Because she got struck. It's death. It's gotta be death. The only thing that's 5 letters I can think of. And I know I saw A somewhere. I think I saw A, right? Was that? Yes, okay. So she died being struck in the head while everyone else got choked out.
Go, go, go! Nice!
Bingo! Nailed it! Ah, I gotta stop saying that. What the hell? Oh, you know I gotta... Wait, where's the button? There we go. Shinigami beam! Man, okay, I got it. I didn't get it as soon as I did, so I know some viewers got it faster than me, but I did get it. I figured it out. Don't worry, I'm catching up. Shinigami beam!
A new path's opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage.
My death?
If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Man, I really honestly wish I figured it out sooner, but it does make sense. It does make total sense. I mean, I already said the reasons why, so I guess I'm just kind of explaining for no reason. What, y'all want to talk? Alright, well first, save. Just in case. Why you taking screenshots? Why? Flip not. For scientific purposes. Besides, I hate that minigame. I hate that minigame with a passion. I might as well have a little fun with it. Don't judge me, chat. It's about time I start embracing the other culture side of things. How far is this path going? Jeez. Whoa, whoa. Oh, that freaking scared the crap out of me.
I see.
Oh.
So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The
Yeah.
victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
Forrest said, "Embrace your inner weave." Man, I'm not gonna deny who I am. I refuse to. I want to have fun. Life is all about like having a good time, kicking back, eating some good food, and enjoying the finer things in life. I don't want my life to just be like me lying to myself. Otherwise, my shadow would kill me. So I ain't having that.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Which means... Wait a minute. I just thought of something. I think I might be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Oh, right. Forgot. I guess you viewers don't know. I think I might be... I literally just felt like my face just kind of like contort and be like, wait, I think I might be wrong on something. One of these keys, it was the really long one. This one? It was this one. I want to read this one again. I just thought about something. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. The time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can. The art gallery employee claims he was the one who unlocked the door, but was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched from behind as the person from the church opened the door. When that person opened the door, he stopped at the side of the victim. That was when the paint can was knocked over. The person from the church who the art gallery staff member is referring to is likely the worshiper who always discovers the victims. What if I was wrong about it being Jolly Green over there? What's his name? Seth. What if I was wrong about Seth? Because now I'm starting to like... But can it be the worshiper? But it feels like it was too obvious, right? But who else was there? I'm starting to like have that... I don't know what that feeling is, but it's just this thought in my head that's like, what if I was wrong? Okay, so here's the argument I have, right? I already said the argument for Seth and why it could be him and the core. But now I'm starting to think about the worshiper. But the only thing I could think of is because he technically was the first every time. And in this circumstance, he was the one that opened the door. And the art gallery staff did say that it was the worshiper that opened the door. But then how would the worshiper do it, though? That's the thing. You would have to be really quick. Like, there's no way. Oh, I'm so confused. Every time I, like, try to think of it, every time I think I got something nailed down, again, no pun intended, like, something just comes out of nowhere and just throws me for a freaking loop. Ugh. I mean, I still mostly think I'm just OCD saving at this point. I still really think it's Seth, but now I'm starting to think it's the worshiper. But then it could still be her too, the nun. The only person I know it's not is the servant. It can't be the servant. It better not be the servant. Please, God, don't let it be the servant. Also, should I keep going, I guess? Encoding! Come on, OBS. I just got a couple more minutes left. Actually, I'll probably end up having to, like, stop it here anyway, but... What the heck's all this? I'm not gonna like this. The hell's all this?
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one.
Former says, as someone who's seen this chapter, I find you trying so hard to figure it out funny. I don't know, like, well, first off, as long as I'm entertaining, that's cool. But you gotta understand, right? Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Every time I think of one thing, it's always like I can think of, like, how it could be something else. Flippin' frustrating.
Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
And what's worse is that I have to call it.
Right.
No, not this again. Ugh. Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? The work of a copycat, coincidence, the work of the priest? Well, hold on, let me talk to you guys real quick.
There must be a reason it was set up this way. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you.
Now, how much will it cost you? Cost me?
You can't afford it. Let's be honest. You're not even getting paid for this stream.
Ouch. Well, I mean, people could, like, donate.
There's not enough donations in the world for my services.
It's really that expensive?
It's that expensive.
Great. Well, you, what do you got?
Oh, I got it.
Wait, you really got it?
The answer is...
The culprit's got a choking fetish. Don't be ridiculous. There's even a door for that. The work of a copycat, coincidence, the work of a priest. it just can't be coincidence, right? Like, it really can't be. It feels too stupid. Like, I can't. I was gonna make a reference to a certain movie, like the Knives Out movie, I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil why, but it feels, not exactly the reason, but it feels like it can't be. Like, it can't be that. So, the work of a priest or work of a copycat. Work of a copycat. Well, if it's another culprit, then it has to be, right? Like, I could see how that's the case. They're trying to copy the priest's work. Like, it can't be the work of the priest, because the priest said it himself, he strangles people, so it's gotta be the copycat. Yeah, it has to be. Like, there's no way it can't be. Hello? Oh. Work of a copycat is a choice? Yeah, it has to be. Because the priest literally said himself he strangles his victims. He was kind of all mopey and crying about it, so it has to be this, right?
Right here.
Keyblade!
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer this Keyblade over Sora's Keyblade. I know, I'm gonna get flack for it. I'm just saying. I like this Keyblade more. Oh, I think this was right.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the Nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
Yeah, I get it.
I agree.
That's it? That's all I gotta say? You agree? That's it? Alright, well, I mean, I was right on that one, but like I said, viewers, I know that this episode's gonna be a shorter one. I do have to call it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I know I normally go for at least another, give or take, 30 to 40 minutes, but unfortunately, I do have a prior engagement, so I will have to cut this vid a little short. I think this is honestly probably a good stopping point. We did get one of the missions done. We did solve the Nailman, but now it's stupid because there's someone else. And now I'm torn between Seth and the freaking worshiper. And now I'm kind of thinking about the nun. I know that she has an arm gone, but at the same time, do you really need 2 arms to, like, set up the other blunt force thing? She could probably be strong enough. Actually, now that I think about it, it could also be the servant now because he's strong. Oh, frick. Now I'm starting to second guess myself. Oh, no, this is dumb. You know what? Well, whatever. Let's just leave it on a quote-unquote okay note and end the episode here. We figured out the Nailman who's responsible for the Nailman killings. And now there's another person, so that unfortunately throws everything for a loop. So we're just gonna call it here, and I'm gonna thank you viewers for tuning in for this episode. I'm gonna be curious on this one for a whole week because, like I said, I think it's Seth, but okay, this is the order of people, right? I still think it's Seth, but if it's not Seth, then next would be the worshiper because he constantly shows up. Plus, he was there. I'm thinking like how he could have done it. Like, he was the quickest at the scene. The only reason against it is because it feels too obvious. Then next would be the nun. She's aggressive. I am kind of now realizing that with a broken dominant arm, she probably can't do it, but do you really need to have 2 arms to, like, beat someone down? And then I guess the servant. I really like the servant because he's all derpy and goofy, but he is strong, so he probably easily could do it, huh? Oh, God, I'm gonna be so pissed off if it's the servant. I don't know. Without spoiling, let me know what you think in the comment section, YouTube. Twitch, thank you for this episode, for sticking in. Apologize for the encoding issues. Hopefully I'll get a better handle on this next time, but nonetheless, I'm gonna call it here, and hopefully on the next episode, it'll be a normal length thing, unless something happens. Knock on wood, nothing bad happens. But nonetheless, thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of Former and all you guys, thank you for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you all in the next episode. Freaking Nailman. Of course, there has to be another culprit. I can't believe it. Like, of course, I mean, yeah, of course I can believe it. Of course I can. Why can't we just have one of the priests and just call it a day? That basically we would just pretty much be like Seth, huh? Yeah, probably be like Seth. Realize I'm talking to myself here. Ugh, I need to stop.